Indeed lose my power to see the future.
Until what?
Until what?
Just now, I believe I saw something new.
Well, tonight could go a lot of different ways. 5 of us banded together to storm the palace, also we could rescue you. This will go down as the most tumultuous day in Conrian history.
I sense hatred in you, but also hope. A desperate hope that with the tyrant deposed, that will be the end of the story. But this is not the end. It is the beginning
that they
of
will
a
be
new
the Sinners.
chapter in a whole new story.
Sinners, the best movie of
There are
2025.
many men of honor and courage in this world, Raker. But you are not one of them. You're not here for justice, are you? You're here for yourself. Is that a dagger? Interesting. Why not the polearm? It was always your weapon of choice.
With your abilities, I don't doubt that you were able to recover some of your sight. But I also doubt that you want to make an enemy of me right now.
Of course not.
I've watched that as well.
We're on the same side, aren't we?
We could be. But I need you to be honest with me, 𝕓𝕝𝕔𝕕. At this point, you're my only hope for the future.
You mean your future? With your beloved, Thelindis?
Yes. And I know there are bigger things at stake here. A dynasty, a nation, maybe the entire world. But forgive me, I care first and foremost about myself. I can't abandon the one I love to save myself. I just can't do it. But you see a broader picture of the future than I. You see the solutions to the biggest problems of our age. So tell me, what is my solution? What's the answer?
In matters of fate, answers are either right or wrong. What will be and what will not. Maybe you are willing to pay a certain price in the pursuit of happiness, but unfortunately, fate does not negotiate. That is the cruelest thing about fate. It is unmoved by your sacrifices.
That can't be true. I know it's your voice that I keep hearing in my head, urging me to see how the world is changing, to seek more power, so I can protect the things I love.
No, that's the abyss, no?
You show me disaster, but you won't show me how to avoid it? Why?
Maybe it's just the abyss, I don't know.
Why are you doing all this?
My voice. In your head.
Oh,
so,
they both
you hear
heard
it too?
the abyss.
The voice that steals your mind, gains your trust, and drives you crazy. It turns out that we are not so different, you and I.
𝕓𝕝𝕉 just broke into the strangest smile I've ever seen in my life, as if he'd discovered some monumental secret. But then he suddenly switched to looking extremely weary.
Oh shit.
Very well then. My advice to you is as follows. You must persevere. Whatever trials and tribulations you may face, be steadfast in the belief that they are your path to the future. For as long as you live, your story with Thelindis shall not come to an end. That is the only chance you have of fighting back against fate. It is up to you whether you believe my words. Regardless, that is all I will say on the matter. I have no right to intervene any further.
I will hold you to your word.
Thank you for setting me free. In return, I will tell you one more thing that you cannot afford to ignore.
Just then, a strange wave of energy rippled through the city. We had no idea what it could mean.
If I were you, I would head to the Universitas Magistrorum.
The Universitas? Oh no!
I'm sure we'll be seeing each other again very soon, Raker.
Ah shit.
Whatever 𝕓𝕝𝕉 said, I didn't catch it. I didn't even help him out of the prison. There was no time to lose.
Oh shit. 𝕓𝕝𝕉 might die. I'm pretty sure she will. hurry to the Universatus Magistrorum. Hurry, hurry.
Monsters? Is this Rhindaughter's doing? Or the Universatus Magistrorum? Out of my way!
Out of my way, brother!
Turning point! The Universatus. That reminds me of a rumor I once heard. Allegedly, the king installed secret mechanisms in the palace and around the city. No one knows where they are or what kind of power they hold. But if they were ever going to activate, it would probably be on a night like tonight.
Help! Help!
Hold on! Don't let them anywhere near you!
Save me! I can't! Ah!
I can't.
That sounded like an explosion. So, the rumor is true? The king really went through with it. What other means does the king have at his disposal? They must run on power from the Abyss. And given it's a major center of Abyss research, anyone over at the Universatus will be in grave danger. I have to hurry!
He will try to save. Oh! Shit.
Transfix! Step aside! Let's... Turning point! Final one! Hands where I can see! Step aside! Start the... The story has only just... overruled. Witness my rise. Transfixed.
The worst one in this is. Faster!
Monsters at the Universitas Magistrorum? Why now?
GG.
Oh no, they're coming.
They're
It's no use.
coming!
The table won't hold out much longer. The weapons. Where are the weapons?
Oh, so then this will
Of
die.
All the lab equipment was upgraded after the inspection last week, but the new weapons haven't been allocated yet. I'm done for. Is anyone there? I need help! Ah! Stay back! Please stay back! Please!
Cutscene! Yo, where is it?
Rear. So the rumors about your work are true.
What? No! Listen, something happened at the palace tonight. We have to leave!
You don't need to lie to me anymore.
What do you mean?
I know why you're worried, and I will respect the decision you've made. But it's okay, because I found a solution. I know how to end all this. You can have it back. The normal life you so desire. But until then, I'm afraid our wedding will have to wait.
Cylindus?
Wait, what?
No, don't do it! Cylindus! Cylindus!
Why didn't she go there? What was she trying?
I told you, Raker. Let her go. You will
Holy shit, this looks so good. Look at it.
No, no, have to save her!
By what means exactly? A lowly pawn. You lack the power and the strength.
Oh, he will now get the abyss power.
Do you know a way? Tell me!
Come to the palace. Join us.
Rarir, thank goodness we...
Step forth and take your share.
You made it.
What is right, daughter?
too.
Let's try, daughter.
Hatred or grief, despair, desire. We all have our own.
Rarir.
Flinders?
Oh, shoot.
Were you daydreaming? You still remember, Rarir? That question you asked me a couple of weeks ago?
Oh. You mean the proposal?
Yeah. I'm wondering, where do you think would be a good place to discuss it? Maybe in the garden? Or were you thinking a fancy restaurant?
It's your choice.
Oh, shit. I got spooked. That's why he has this power. Oh, his hair become white. He became Danny Phantom. Holy.
I will find you. And then... you can give me your answer.
Oh, what was it? Where did they go? Is that like a portal? Oh, that was so good.
So that's how the Raker of Solari was born. A monster created by circumstance is a monster all the same. Viewing other people's thoughts for too long can get uncomfortable. Right now, I'm feeling a strong sense of loathing. In a nutshell, the story of Conria is what happens when the truth falls by the wayside. Everyone tells little white lies, and before long, you have a huge pack of lies that destroys everything. Time to get back. His past is filled with sorrow, but the tale of any fallen civilization is one of endless tragedy. Cruel as it may be, that was Conria's fate.
Oh, we are back. That was so good. Holy, that backstory was so good. Now I know.
Everyone, I'm back. Can I get a standing ovation?
Nefer! How are you holding up? Feeling okay? She's fine. Boss is a pro.
Yes, I'm fine. You will have seen the events of Rarir's life through my thoughts. It's now clear that he is just a regular nobody.
Yes.
Driven by personal tragedy, as he said himself.
I mostly agree. There's only so much we can know about him from his memories alone, but they did give us a clear glimpse into his life in Conria. However, I would not consider Rarir to be a nobody. He was deeply involved in the events of that era. Yet, when the catastrophe of a generation strikes, Nobody is safe.
Sounds to me like you're speaking in riddles again. Is this you urging me not to abandon the people of Nodcry in their hour of need?
Yes.
That's not what I meant. Although I do hope you choose to remain a part of the plan. Without you, the mission ahead will be all but impossible.
Then try to remember that I respond better to the carrot than the stick. And I don't appreciate being bossed around. Now, as for you, Missy, you were excellent. You stuck to the rules of the ceremony and kept your mouth shut the entire time.
Let's go.
Bravo.
Cool. So, can you fill me in on the deets now? Most of what I saw went right over my head.
Patience. You'll hear the whole story, don't you worry. But let's meet up with the others first. It will save me narrating it twice. Yehoda?
Yes, boss. Let me get that door for ya.
That's more like it. For a moment there, I was worried you'd forgotten about the first clause of your employment contract.
It's the first clause. Yoda should open the door.
Forgive my curiosity, but what does the first clause say?
It says I gotta do the annoying stuff that boss is too lazy to do for herself. Like opening the door,
Lol.
pouring the tea, yada yada.
Is that right?
If something is in the contract, it's because she willingly agreed to it. Rest assured that the curatorium abides by the very strictest of labor policies. You don't seriously think I'm cruel enough to treat her like my slave? In any case, I've hardly shied away from my share of the work today. Hope I don't catch Flintz and Varka lounging about in their chairs, enjoying a leisurely cup of tea. There's nothing I dislike more than other people enjoying themselves while I'm hard at work. Oh no.
Why? Wait, what the fuck happened? What do you mean, oh no?
Sorry to disturb you, but we seem to have run into some trouble.
Evidently so. Don't worry, I'm not about to leave you to fend for yourselves. I'm not that kind of boss. And it would go against
Wait,
the
what
curatorium's labor policy.
I'm sorry? What did you hear me say? I wasn't talking about labor
Wait,
policy.
what happened?
Wait. How long have I been standing here?
Not long. You just appeared by the door a moment ago.
Boss, what's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost.
We've been tricked. We never left at all. Somehow I hallucinated that whole scene back inside the office.
Wait, what?
Hallucinated? But how?
How indeed. This place should heed my will alone. All thoughts and actions that occur in here are just a result of pawns moving across the chessboard in a carefully calculated manner. And nobody has access to this chess set but me.
So you control everything in here?
More or less. But yes, it's a special technique of mine.
So who fucked with us?
Has anything like this ever happened before?
Only once. It was the first time I used the chess set.
Is there any similarity between what happened then and what's happening now?
I suppose my thoughts are a little turbulent, which was also the case my first time.
Is there anything I can do to help?
The first clause of your contract clearly states that I only need your help with things that I'm too lazy to do myself.
Meaning you're not feeling lazy right now?
Brother, you're in trouble?
Meaning this is not something Yehoda can help with. The chess set is a personal treasure that I alone understand. I must be the one to find our way out of here.
Boss, it's fine. Really. Let me do something useful.
Oh, listen to you. Whatever would I do without you, Yehoda?
What? Really?
Yes, really. Where would I ever find another employee as obedient and servile as you? God forbid anything ever happens to you.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, I was thinking of fetching some water. There's gotta be a source around here somewhere. I suggest everyone finds someplace comfortable to take a rest. We gotta conserve our energy. Even though all this chess malarkey doesn't exist in a physical sense, mentally speaking, it's all real. And so is our tiredness and fatigue. You don't want to dismiss mental fatigue. Just because it isn't physical doesn't mean it's any less serious. But anyway, I got your backs, so don't worry about a thing.
Don't I have the best employees? Jealous much?
If we can find a suitable time, I'd love to borrow Yehoda for a day to help out at the Frost Moon Scions. Would you be amenable to that, Boss Nefer?
Oh, Lama. Have I ever told you just how pretty you are? Beauty runs from the tips of your antlers to the depths of your imagination. Time to rally, everyone. Follow me. As we continue our journey, the same rules will apply. That means stay focused and no talking no matter what we encounter. And don't disturb the chess pieces.
Wait,
you have my word that I will get us all out of here.
I don't know, where are we, brother? So scared. We're somewhere in Sumeru.
This place looks familiar. That's not a good sign.
Yes, this is in Sumeru.
I wasn't expecting visitors at this hour. Wait, is that?
Oh, it's him.
There you are. Sinue's been looking for you all day. I think he has some news for you.
Oh yeah? What were you doing just now, Uncle Retinue? Hiding away some more loose change? I know I saw some Mora.
What do you mean loose change? Oh, come on, I'm too old for this. Just pretend you saw nothing.
Oh, this is where Nefer grew up, probably.
Hey, kid. Mind telling me what Sinuhe's been up to recently? I'm trying to get in his good books and I need a way in.
Get in his good books? Why? What do you want with my dad, Uncle Apepi?
I've written a new song. I was hoping to showcase it at the next festival, but I'll need his approval.
A new song, huh? I'd love to stay and listen, but unfortunately, Uncle Retinue says my dad's looking for me.
Well, there's plenty of time and I'm not going anywhere. See that pile of stones? I'll be sitting there warming up my vocal cords. Come find me when you're done.
Pile of stones. Got it.
Pile of stones, got it.
Hi, Dad. Uncle Retinue said you were looking for me.
Ah, there's my little princess. If you'd gotten back just a little sooner, you could have shared the spoils of war with me.
Spoils of war? Who were you fighting against, Dad?
It was just a figure of speech. The aftermath of a sandstorm is no time to be waging war. I was talking about our war against thirst. I went out to fix our water supply problem, and now I'm back. Which means...
we have a well again!
That's right. I found a new one and brought back as much water as I could carry. It should last us for a good while.
If it wasn't for these blasted sandstorms, our wells wouldn't be caving in. You wouldn't be spending all your time out searching for new water sources.
As the chief of our tribe, I'm supposed to be leading us out of hardship and poverty, onto better things. You know how prosperous our ancestors were. I've told you all the stories. And look at us now. Squeezed into these hovels. No one would choose this, if it wasn't for the endless wars over the years. But things are looking up. I started working with some folks from the academia a few months back. They gave me some contacts in return for my assistance in the desert.
So you're the academia's helper now?
Special ambassador, they call it. Think of it as a partnership. It's nothing bad, okay? We've been isolated here in the desert for too long. Seeking opportunities elsewhere is the best thing for us, and the fastest way to progress.
So, do you get anything good out of being a special ambassador?
Of course. My luck's improving all the time. One day, I swear I'm gonna lead us out of this place. We'll find somewhere new. Somewhere better.
Continue exploring. Where? Where are we even?
That's our well, and you know it. You stole from us. Well, you've gone from chief to thief, and now you have to face the consequences.
Did you really think you could take our water without permission and get away with it? You're either brave, stupid, or both.
And that special ambassador act? Yeah, nice try. We spoke to the academia. They said it was all news to them. You're a liar and a cheat!
Shit! Is that dead?
I heard Yehuda gasp, but I don't blame her. Most people are terrified by the sight of blood. Corpses strewn across the ground. The wounds are clearly from scimitars and daggers. The desert dwellers' weapons of choice. There's a handwritten note on the ground. Let's see what it says.
Halil, this is Sinuhe, chief of the Shimti tribe. Surely you remember me. I was the one who helped you and your colleagues avoid the quicksand in the desert. This is my second time writing to you. I assume my last letter must have gotten lost in the mail, as I didn't receive a reply. I hope this one makes it to you safely. I'm writing to you because I need some help. That sandstorm the other day completely blocked up our well, forcing me to look for another water source in Iab and Unut territory. It was a matter of survival. Praise the gods. The well of the Iab tribe was intact. It was my last resort. I drew what water I could and left, but not without being spotted. I fear they will retaliate. You told me to write to you if I ever needed help. You said you'd be my ally in the academia. I urgently need you to formally recognize my title of Special Ambassador and send some of your people to assist me for a few days. It's the only way I can convince them that this was the academia's decision and prevent them from retaliating. This is an emergency. Please send help as soon as possible.
Looks like this letter never got sent. The writer died a grisly death, and the letter was trampled into the ground. It's badly defaced. Some parts are barely legible. What a ridiculous lie the surviving Shimti tell. Their whole village was butchered over a sip of
fucking
water.
sad. So that is how, like, Nefer's dad died. Sad.
Ah, officer. Welcome. Welcome to our humble village.
I thought you would at least have the courtesy to provide some respectable libations.
This is the finest wine our village has to offer. I promise.
They still have those back then.
The academia has agreed to reserve a single space for a candidate from your village. But I remain skeptical of this entire endeavor. I highly doubt anyone in this desert possesses serious academic potential.
Oh, it might be.
Please, have faith. If not in us, then in our God.
Yes.
The child we found shows great promise.
Yes, then
I
that's
beg you,
Nefer.
take her away from this place. Give her a chance. Don't let her talent go to waste.
I don't recognize her. New arrival?
She showed up here a few days ago, and we took her in. She's a really bright kid. Please help. I'm begging you.
So, where are you from?
Nowhere special. Just a sand dune.
What about the rest of your family? How many of you are there?
Just the one.
It's only you?
Correct.
So, no brothers, no sisters, no mother or father?
Any who have slept on a bed of sand, I call my brothers and my sisters. Apart from that, I have no family.
All right. Get over here. Sign your name on the form. Nefer? You're rather fair-skinned for a desert dweller.
This is Nefer's backstory, I see. Oh, how I miss Sumeru.
Nefer, this term's assignments have been issued already. Please read through the materials thoroughly, conduct your own additional research, and then write an essay on the topic.
Yes, Professor, I'm aware. I just had a couple more questions I wanted to get your perspective on.
Oh? Please, ask away.
Well, I saw the other students' problem sheets, and I couldn't help but notice that my assignment is much easier than theirs. Do you really think I'm a weak student?
A weak student? Goodness, no. Quite the opposite. You have a sharp mind. Almost too sharp.
I think what you're saying is, a weak student wouldn't have noticed the discrepancy. And if they did, they certainly wouldn't complain about the lighter workload.
You see, sharp as they come. You see things the way they are. And I'm sure you know why they're like that.
Because she's a desert
Because
dweller.
of where I come from.
Yes.
Because I'm different.
I'm sorry, Nefer. I don't like it any more than you do. It's just... Anyway, you said you had a couple of questions? What's the other one?
I wanted to check. If someone sent me a letter to the academia, where do I go to collect it?
Ah, your family wrote to you. Well, as long as they put your name on the envelope, someone should hand it right to you.
Not exactly. It's not even a recent letter. I was just curious where the mail would end up if no one collects it.
The House of Dana, I expect. I know there's a box for unclaimed mail somewhere in there, probably sitting on a shelf. Whatever you're looking for, that'd be the place to start.
Oh, we will see the first
got it.
letter
Thank you, Professor.
of his dad.
Oh, don't mention it. Honestly, I feel like I failed you. I'm supposed to be your teacher, but I haven't taught you anything.
Hey, don't say that. You're a great teacher, and you do your best for all your students. But the rules are the rules. You're not allowed to teach students like me. It's not just the academia either. The whole world bends over backwards for the successful.
So true.
And leaves the losers to suffer and die.
Oh, my dear child. Don't tell me you've given up on life already.
I haven't. I just think that if you want to make it in this world, you have to find a way to become successful.
For the blocks on the letters.
This must be it. A big cardboard box full of unclaimed mail. And probably some letters that ended up here by mistake, too. Let's take a look.
Take a look at the letters inside the box.
A dilapidation survey from Port Ormos. Looks like it's from a Core of 30 representative. What a strange thought. A bunch of mercs losing sleep over rundown buildings. This one was never even opened. I guess the recipient didn't care what the Core of 30 had to say about anything. Who was it addressed to? I don't recognize the name, but it must have been a Ksharawar professor.
Chat, I need to pee. Wait a sec. I'll be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. Have me some biscuits.
This one is addressed to the Immorta Sage.
Which has
The title
you
is
dip it in chocolate.
Changes Observed in Satyavada Life Symptoms. Why do all these letters read like full-blown dissertations? Guided by the incense, we became lost somewhere in the forest. All the barriers between levels of consciousness disappeared as our minds soared around in circles, looking for a branch to seek refuge on. In clinical terms, these symptoms fit the description of incense poisoning. The Immorta Darshan strictly prohibits the use of hallucinogenic substances, but I believe there are still people getting away with it. For example, my neighbor who always breaks out into song and dance after using incense. This seems like something the academia would want to know about. Why wasn't it collected? Wait, what's this written on the back? It's so small. The note says, the sender authored this letter while under the influence of mushrooms. I would send it back, but no return address was provided. Stamped by the Grand Conservator of the House of Dana. This next one is addressed to Grand Sage Azar. A few words of protest regarding recent changes in Sumeru's educational policy. In recent years, the academia has taken on a small number of students from the desert region, as per the policy to this effect. However, it appears to me that these students have not, in fact, been provided with educational opportunities that are, in any meaningful sense, equal to those enjoyed by their peers.
Well, that's cool.
As well as receiving dumbed-down assignments and perfunctory tutoring. They do not even have full access to the Akasha system. Education is the fundamental purpose of this institution, which should go without saying in a nation whose founding virtues are knowledge and wisdom. I ask you, is the lip service we pay to the policy of education for desert students truly the standard of pedagogy to which the academia aspires? As Grand Sage, policy decisions are your prerogative, but do not forget your roots. You and I were once students too, as was everyone else in this institution. I do hope you will give some serious attention to this matter. I encourage you to discuss issues like this with myself and others, and listen to some alternative opinions. Great letter.
So true.
Shame it didn't get to where it needed to go. And the sender is... Sage Cyrus of Spontamod.
Who's Cyrus? I think I know Cyrus.
I didn't realize anyone else even knew how bad students like me have it in this place.
Who's Cyrus? I think I know Cyrus.
So this is where letters from the Sage of Spontamod end up? Nice one, Grand Sage. Really enlightened leadership.
I feel like I know that guy.
Whatever. This isn't what I came here for. Moving on. I'm not exactly holding out hope that a letter sent from the desert would even make it here. But if it did, where else would it end up if not in this box? I can't believe how much discarded mail there is. Must have been years since someone last went through it all. And this is just one box. The whole House of Dana is boxes on shelves. I don't believe for 1 second that any human being has sat down and read through all the documents in this place. Who has that much free time on their hands? Wait, could this be it?
She found it. It's his dad.
Greetings, Halil. My name is Sinue, chief of the Shimti tribe. I was the one who came to you and your colleague's aid when you ran into trouble in the Great Red Sand. I don't know how well you remember it now, but I brought you to safety and gave you some water and other supplies. You seemed very pleased and told me your name. In my tribe, learning a person's true name is serious business, and I therefore see you all as friends. You were kind enough to leave your contact details, so we could stay in touch. The Shimti tribe lives a harsh, nomadic existence in the desert. You were sympathetic towards my plight, promising to make me a special ambassador of the academia and help us find a way to make a better living.
I think he got scammed.
This brings me to my reason for writing. Our tribe has fallen on particularly hard times, and I would like to ask for your assistance. There was a terrible sandstorm a few days ago, which blocked up the well in our land. To ensure my people's survival, I had no choice but to venture into 𝕓𝕝𝕝 and Unut territory in search of an alternate water source. The 𝕓𝕝𝕝 and Unut are descended from the Thamudians, while we trace our ancestry to 𝕓𝕝𝕝𝕝. We worship the Lord of Flowers and have had relatively good relations with our fellow tribes up until now. I found a well belonging to the 𝕓𝕝𝕝 tribe. They declined to help us, but I really had no other option. So I took some water to keep me and my tribe alive. My actions are certain to incur their wrath. When we met, you assured me that you would be my ally in the academia. I would like to take you up on that offer, because I really need your help. I wonder if you could send an academia representative to meet with me. That aside, the last time you were here, you mentioned that the academia had started accepting students from the desert, and I told you a little about my daughter, Nefer.
No.
We have next to no resources here in the desert, and my power and influence are limited. Would you consider enrolling my daughter at the academia? She is a smart girl. I know she won't disappoint you.
From the outset, the academia never took you seriously. Those things they promised were just empty words.
Yep.
I doubt they even
so
remember the
sad.
name Sinuhe. And you were so emphatic that your luck had finally changed for the better. You swore you'd lead us to a better place one day. You spoke with such conviction, like you were the most powerful chief in the whole desert. You liar. You lied about everything. You promised the world and delivered on none of it. And who fell for it? Just me, by the looks of it. Despite your best efforts. Which makes you a pathetic liar. You weren't even any good at it. I think I'll take over from here. Let me show you how it's done.
Excuse me?
I just came to say goodbye. Thanks for everything you've done for me in my time here.
Nefer? You packed your bags. Where are you going?
I'm quitting. Something's come up in my hometown. Gonna head back and deal with it.
Huh? But this was a hard-won opportunity for you. You know that better than I do.
It was. But it doesn't matter. I have more important things to deal with and they can't wait. Oh, and I didn't want to overfill my bags, so I left some incense on your desk. What's wrong? I thought you liked incense. Although, I did read somewhere in the House of Dana that it has hallucinogenic effects. Don't use it all at once, alright?
Isn't this the stuff you brought from your hometown? You're just letting me have it? But you said it's a rare and valuable commodity.
Yeah, about that. I lied. It's not rare at all. There's this bunch of ruins near my hometown that are practically overgrown with this plant. It's not worth much. Keep it, it's fine.
But Nefer...
Alright, that's all from me. You take care.
Nefer's backstory is so sad.
Don't forget me, okay? I mean, we're more than just classmates, right? We're friends.
Yeah, I'll remember you. I lied again. That incense is worth a fortune, and it's a rare find even in those ruins. And as for remembering her, I have far too much to do when I get back. No time to reminisce. I'll be lucky if I even make it through this alive. But either way, I expect I'll forget you pretty quickly.
That is so sad. I don't want to cry. I want to pull for Nefer. Holy, I love Nefer's characterization. I might pull for her on her rerun, but I also need Llama in that case. But that would be hard. Oh, she will kill all of this tribe. The one that killed his father, her father.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Arif.
So, what does the Academia want? Since they've sent their special ambassador, I assume there's a big business deal to be made. If not, I'd be very disappointed.
Please, sir, lower your blade. You're lucky I'm the one they sent. Not all special ambassadors share my admiration for the 𝕓𝕝 people. The ever-shifting balance of power in the desert reduced the once great civilizations of this region to rubble and sand. But the story of the 𝕓𝕝 has a very different trajectory. Others grew weak, but you grew strong, beginning in obscurity and moving to prosperity. You're the only ones who defied the trend.
Huh. So, you do know who you're dealing with?
This well is the perfect symbol of your strength, is it not? It used to belong to the Unut, but it looks like you have control over it now.
You're not wrong. But I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to flatter us.
Of course not. I came to bring you some very good news. Some information that recently came to light, which might just be your ticket to freedom. Records uncovered by the Vahumana Darshan show that a certain well currently under 𝕓𝕝 control is built on top of some ancient ruins. These ruins are of great archaeological interest to the Academia. I checked the map carefully on my way over here, and I'm confident that this is the well in question. The Academia is offering 50 million mora in return for excavation rights.
50 million? No, wait. If these ruins are as important as you say, 50 million's a little low, don't you think?
Don't get greedy, 𝕓𝕝. We know far more than you think. We know that you seized this well by force. Wasn't that the first step in your rise to power? To drive away the Unut and steal their water supply?
So what if it was?
Don't worry. As unscrupulous as it was, it's something we're willing to overlook. The Academia is only interested in dealing with the de facto power holders in the region. I hope I am making myself clear.
And I hope your words are the truth. If I find out the Academia is trying to play me, I'll hunt down every one of your people and make you watch as I cut their heads off one by one.
I assure you, Chief, that would not be in your long-term interests. You don't want to make an enemy of the Academia. You see how I'm dressed, don't you? I appreciate that you've never been to the rainforest, but surely even you recognize an ambassador's attire when you see it. And what does a barbarian like you have to lose anyway? You really think the Sumeru Academia would bother to come all this way just to lie to you? We have more important things to worry about.
I think she is lying. I think she is lying.
All right, I take your point. The Academia is the highest authority in the land. I'm sure you're trustworthy people. In that case, we have a deal. We will sell you the excavation rights. I'd like to thank you, Ambassador. This is good news indeed. Excellent news. In fact, it calls for a celebration. Would you do us the honor of staying a while and enjoying some 𝕓𝕝 hospitality?
Gladly. I am partial to wine myself, and I trust you are as well. So let's indulge in a few drinks together.
Oh,
in
she will
celebration
poison
of this
them.
momentous occasion.
Oh, maybe like while they are drunk. Oh wait,
Chief!
no?
Chief, it's an emergency! It's the Unut. They've taken the well.
What? Well, don't just stand there. Take it back.
Yes, Chief.
I have every confidence in the 𝕓𝕝's military superiority, and yet...
Well, what is it?
The Unut's response was alarmingly fast. The day after we reach a deal, they seize the well. This can't
she
be a
already
coincidence.
mentioned it to the Unut as well.
Perhaps there is a traitor in your midst.
I don't think so.
I am obliged to remind you, Chief, that the Academia will only deal with the de facto power holders. If you cannot regain control over the well, I'm afraid you won't see a single mora of that 50 million.
No! Please, Ambassador, just give me some time. I swear the Unut will not get away with this. That well is ours, and so is the mora.
Glad to hear it. I will wait here for an update.
If there is a traitor, I will find them. In the meantime, make yourself at home. I'll report back as soon as I have an update.
Much obliged. Wow. All it took was a few words and I've got him wrapped around my finger. What an amazing feeling.
So, in summary, Ambassador, the Academia would rather negotiate with our tribe instead of the 𝕓𝕝, yes?
The 𝕓𝕝 are ruthless murderers who don't listen to reason. And now they have the gall to interfere in our research projects in the desert region. So let me ask you, Chief, if you were the Academia, what would you do?
Kill them all, of course.
Precisely. The Academia does not tolerate those who stand in our way. The 𝕓𝕝 have held back our academic pursuits for too long, and our patience is wearing thin.
Oh, Nefer is so
At the
good.
same time, there is simply no way that the Academia can be seen to be intervening in desert affairs. I'm sure you understand where I'm coming from.
We have our own rules out here. If the rainforest dwellers raised arms against a desert tribe, you'd start a bloody war.
Right. We can't confront them ourselves, but we can support their enemies. The Unut have always had strained relations with the 𝕓𝕝, which makes you our natural allies. Natural allies. Weren't the 𝕓𝕝 your allies once? You were quick to send them after us to protect your interests back when we stole that water. And now look at you. You're at each other's throats. Let me be clear. The Academia wishes to collaborate with the legally recognized rulers of the desert in this matter. We are asking for excavation rights to that well, and our offer is 50 million mora.
Say no more. I believe we have an understanding.
Good. Then I suggest you get to work. Get us access to that well, and the mora's yours. You see, Dad? Lying is easy when you know how. People will believe anything.
Oh, Steve. It's like all of Nefer's backstory. Bro.
Look at yourselves.
悪いな泉、手伝えなくて。いや、いいって。大物運んでもらえただけで十分。おう、じゃあな、頑張れよ。ありがとな。
さてと、見れば見るほどボロい長屋だ。遡ること1週間前。
通帳カード、現金に時計ね。金目のものを全部やられましたね。
大学進学と同時に上京。そのまま就職して4年目。出張中、空き巣にまんまとやられた。実家は長崎。仕事もあるし、しばらく田舎に帰るってわけにもいかず、せめて当面の生活費だけでも助けてもらえないかと連絡してみたのだが。
そいは困ったね。ばってあんたにかすかねなんかなっか。こっちでお姉ちゃんとこに育ち盛り3人とちい姉ちゃんとこに生まれたてのって、なんなら仕送り増やしてほしかぐらいなんやっけん。自分でなんとかせんねん。
ああ、そうですか。ということで、家賃今までの3分の2、しかも敷金礼金なしのこの長屋に引っ越してきたのだが、まあ金貯まるまでの辛抱だ。誰だ？じっとこっち見てるけど。何か？
あ、すいません。俺、ここの大家の代理の川村です。
ああ、隣に住んでるっていう。
泉慶太郎さんですよね。
はい、はじめまして。すげえ若いな。こんなやつがこのボロ屋管理してんの？
この家のことってもう説明受けましたか？
ああ、多分大体は。家賃って振り込みじゃなければ月末川村さんとこ持ってけばいいんですよね。
はい。
いや助かります。俺今振り込み手数料取られんのも痛くて。
まあここに越してくる人はみんなそう言いますね。じゃあまた何かあれば聞いてください。
今俺すげえ観察された。あ、そうだ。これ後で持ってこうと思ってたんだけど、よかったら手土産。
どうも。
愛想悪っ。にこりともしやがらねえ。大家さんよくあんなの代理にしてんな。ついでに他の長屋にも挨拶言っとくかな。留守か？
やめ。
どうしたんですか？男が男に抱きつかれてる。
ほらビビってんだろ。いい加減にしろ。危なかった。助かったよ。で何つうか誰？
俺は今日から迎えに住むことになった泉です。これ引っ越しの挨拶で。
ああ、俺も今顔出そうと思ってたんだよ。サンキュー。それをこのバカが邪魔しやがってさ。あ、こいつはうちの隣のジンね。小宮ジン。
でかい。そしてなぜ睨む？
俺は桃田。
よろしくお願いします。この人は普通っぽいな。
うん。ほらお前ももう出てけ。じゃあまた後でな、泉くん。
はい。後で？
桃に手出したら殺すからな。
出さねえよ。何言ってんの？つうか今の桃田さんって男だろうがホモなのか？すげえ初めて会ったよ俺。何なんだこの長屋。いや でもまだあと1軒入居者がいるとこあったよな。せめて1人くらいは。
はい？どちら様？
当たりきたー。すげえ、2人とも綺麗だ。
あ、お隣さんよろしくお願いします。
ルームシェアしてるんですか？女性の一人暮らしは物騒ですもんね。よし、これでテレビの配線も OK と。疲れた。腹減った。もう7時前か。何も食うもんないんだよな。この辺なんか飯屋とかあんのかな。はい。
よっ。
こんばんは。
あれ、皆さんお揃いで一体。
歓迎会しようぜ。
おう。
お邪魔します。
おお、もうほとんど片付いてるじゃん。
あー、荷物少ない。
ちょっと机はこの小さいのだけか？これじゃあ料理乗らねえな。
この段ボール使ったら？
おお、いいね。ジン、それこっちにやって。
お皿持ってきてよかった。ちょっとしかないわ。
ちょっと何なんですか？
だから歓迎会。
ここで？
だって他の部屋汚ねえんだもん。
だからって。
なんだよ、ダメなの？ビール冷えてるよ。
ごちそうあるよ。
ビール、ごちそう。飯は嬉しいけど、あんまりいい予感はしない。
じゃあ改めまして、桃田です。桃田文、28歳。近くの病院で薬剤師やってます。
へえ。
大島彩乃、20歳です。フリーターでたまにドクモとかもやらせてもらってます。
おお、月1とかな。
ももうるさい。葉月結衣です。会社員です。葉月は社長秘書なんですよ。
ぽい、エロい。
小宮仁、26歳。飛びだ。
お似合いです。そしてまさかの同い年。
川村春人、21歳。学生です。
そうなの？社会人じゃないんだ。
春人は大家の甥っ子でさ、ここにタダで住む代わりに管理人みたいなことをしてんだよ。
ああ、なるほど。
泉くんはなんか泥棒に入られてここに越してきたらしいね。
ああ、ご存知ですか？
春人に聞いた。春人は不動産屋に聞いたって。何、そんなに持ってかれたの
？200万くらい。
それはきついな。
でもそんなに貯めてたのってすごいですね。やっぱり泉さん、大手の家電メーカーにお勤めだから。
俺はソナーの。
ソナーなんですね。
いや、ソナーの子会社で商品の販売とかリースとかやってて、そんな大したことないよ。貯金は学生の時から貯めてただけで。
そうなの？話違うじゃん、ハルト。
知らないよ。俺はよく知ってる家電メーカーって言っただけで。
道理でエリートオーラないと思ったんだよな。だよ、コネ期待したのに。 ごめんなさいね。この子今のし上がるのに必死で。でも泉くん、そんなことがあって親御さんとかに頼れなかったの？
ああ、実家九州なんで。
あら、それは帰るのも難しいわね。
他誰か助けてくれるやついなかったのか？彼女とか。
彼女には振られました。事情を話したらもう会うのやめようって。
まあそれは私でもそう言うかな。金の切れ目が縁の切れ目ってやつね。
同情もしてくれない？
お前らひでえな。ただの知り合いならまだしも彼女だろ？
ですよね。
まあでもそのくらいしか好かれてなかったってことだからしょうがねえな。つうかそれ付き合ってるつもりだったのお前だけじゃねえの？
ありそう。泉さん見過ごされてたんじゃないの？あら、かわいそう。
なんなんだこいつら。 社交辞令とかねえのか？しかも後の二人は何しに来た？黙って飯食ってるだけって。フォローしろとは言わねえけど歓迎する気もねえだろ。それにこの桃田さんって人、さっきあのでかいのに襲われかけてなかったっけ？一緒にいていいのか？
ん？
いえ。
なんだよ、遠慮なく話せよ。これから同じ屋根の下に住もうってんだから。お兄さんが何でも聞いてやるぜ。
ちょっと俺何もするつもりないですからね。ちょっと離れてください。あの人すげえ怒ってんじゃないですか。
なんだお前、こんくらいで何睨んでんだ。感じ悪いぞ。
なんなんですかあの二人。
大変。あなたもうジンに目をつけられたのね。
ご愁傷様。ジンはモモのこと好きすぎてちょっとあれだから気ぃつけなね。
でも敵じゃないって認定されたら普通に話してくれるから、それまでの我慢よ。
それを勝ち取るにはどうすれば？
お前ら変なこと吹き込んでんじゃねえよ。
だって本当のことだし。
あのな、お前らがそういうこと言うから。
大家代理にまた見られてる。つうかいつの間にか食い終わって本読んでるし。なんなんだよ、言いたいことあんなら言えよ。あれでもさっき他の人たちとは普通に喋ってたような。人見知りなのか？ついでに友好を深めとくか。何読んでんの？って呪術？相手を呪い殺す？なんだその本。面白い？
はい。
そうか。
ハルトは本の虫だからさ。悪いな、こんな時までそんなで。
オタクなのよ、友達いないし。
綾乃みたいに頭空っぽよりマシだよ。
ちょっと私だっていろいろ考えてます。
まあちょっと人付き合い下手くそだけど悪いやつじゃねえから仲良くしてやって。
人付き合い下手、それだ。
モモ、余計なこと言わなくていい。
ちょっとあんた何こぼしてんの？
いや、その段ボールの中まだ荷物入ってる。しかも本。
ちょっとタオル。はあ、結構濡れちゃったね。
乾いてもシミは残りそうね。お茶だし。
まあ読めりゃいいよ。
泉くん、上戸愛好きなの？写真集見つけた。
ちょっと勝手に漁んないでくださいよ。
見せて見せて。綾瀬はるなもある。
いいでしょ別に。可愛いじゃないですか。
お前まさか彼女に大塚亜美のさくらんぼとか歌わせてたんじゃねえだろうな、カラオケで。
なんで知って？
マジか、ベタベタだな。
じゃあさ、趣味何？
車とか？
学生の時サークルとか何やってた？
テニスとかスノボとか。
テニススノボ爽やか、似合いそう。
何がそんなにおかしいんですか？普通でしょ？
普通だね。
楽しかった。じゃあな泉、また飲もうな。
おやすみなさい。
おやすみなさい。
疲れた。本当にあいつらは何なんだ？遠慮って言葉を知らんのか？もう11時回ってるし片付け終わってねえし。そして普通であることをあんなに笑われたのは初めてだ。今日はもういい。風呂に入って寝よう。汗流してさっぱりして寝るのだ。見たことない湯沸かし器。
これはね、 このハンドルを回しながらここを押すと種火がつきます。
おお、
これでお湯も出るし追い焚きもできるんで。
おお、ありがとう。
あとは？
ああ、大丈夫。
本当に？じゃあ俺もう寝ていいんですね。
何かい？それはせっかく寝ようと思ったのに起こしやがった的な？悪かったな、手間かけて。いいよ。
そうですか。じゃあ。
本当に愛想がねえよこいつは。全く仲良くなれる気がしない。
あ、
え？
さっき言いそびれたんですけど。
何？
すいませんでした。
え？
本濡らしたの。
謝った。いや別にそれはもういいよ。
でも
本当に俺そんな本にこだわりないし。
泉さんってすごく心が広いのかバカなのかどっちなんですか？
はい。
ずっと観察してたんですけど、いきなりみんなに押しかけられても文句一つ言わないし、持ち物汚されても別にいいよって。そんなんじゃここの人たちずうずうしいから際限なく調子に乗りますよ。
忠告ありがとう。でも俺だって本当に大事なもの壊されたりしたら怒るよ。
そうかな。
そうだよ。
じゃあいいんですけど。本まだしけってる。
ひょっとして心配してくれたのかな？
チケット水族館の。
ああ、それ彼女こないだまで付き合ってたやつが行きたいって言うから買ってたんだけど。てかもう行かねえな。
なんで？
だって興味あるなら一緒に行く？その時思わずそう言ったのは本当にただの流れだった。でも後で思うとここが運命の分かれ道。
いいの？
いいよ。おお、笑った。
じゃあいつ行きます？明日？
いや明日は残りの片付けやっちゃいたいし。
そっか。
来週とか。
わかりました。じゃあ来週。
びっくりした。世の中何も面白いことなんかねえって顔してたくせにあの程度であんなに喜ぶなんて。はい。
これ蚊取り線香。ここ夜蚊とか結構入ってくるから。
ありがとう。さっき刺されたんだよ。いいの？借りて。
うち他にもあるんで。じゃあおやすみなさい。
おいおい、どうした急に。でも
人付き合い下手くそだけど悪いやつじゃねえから。
本当にそうならこっちから歩み寄れば仲良くなれんのかもしんねえな。蚊取り線香の匂い懐かしい。今日はすげえ疲れたけどでも今嫌な気分じゃないな。それは多分あの大騒ぎもちょっと実家にいる時と似ていたからだ。ほぼ全財産失ってまあなんとかなるとは思ってたけど不安がなかったわけじゃない。この場所が自分を受け入れてくれただけで安心するのは単純すぎるかな。でもいいや。いい気分で眠れんの久しぶり。
おやすみなさい。
あいつもっと笑ったらいいのにな。
あ、おはようございます。コンビニですか？
はよ。朝飯よね。どうした？なんか待ってんの？
あ、泉さんを待ってました。チケットのお礼に片付けを手伝おうかと思って。
というわけで長屋生活2日目です。
こっちの方は全部ここにしまえばいいんですか？
ああ、うん。並びは適当でいいから。
はい。
素直。初めはどうなることかと思ったけど、いい子じゃないか。
あ、これ俺も持ってる。
お、マジで？面白いよなそれ。ハルト君って漫画も読むのか？
読みますよ、何でも。こういう専門書とかはあんまり馴染みがないけど、なんかみんながいらなくなった本どんどんくれるから。
それ全部読んでんだ。
一応面白いかもしれないし。
へえ、幅広いな。あ、
じゃあさ、昨日読んでたのもひょっとしてもらい物？
ああ、呪術のやつですか？あれは自分で買いました。
ああ、そう。
夏になると怪談とか流行るじゃないですか。でも俺あんまりそっち系詳しくないから読んでみようかなって。
ということは趣味ではないんだな。よかった。
あ、タブレット。
ああ、仕事で使ってて。
いいな。
触ってみる？
いいんですか？ああ、持ってる人初めて見ました。画像綺麗ですね。
この子って結構好奇心旺盛？ハルト君さ、実は多趣味だったりする？
全然ですよ。いつも家で本読んでるか映画見てるくらいで。あ、たまに展覧会とか行きますけど、行きたいとこはいろいろあっても一人で行って楽しいところって割と限られてるし。
それは友達がいないから？
あ、もしかして水族館も行ったことない？
ないです。だからすごく楽しみ。
そうか。それでそんなに嬉しそうだったのか。それくらいでこんなに喜んでくれるならどこでも連れてってやろうって気になる。
ハルト君、俺に敬語使わなくていいよ。
でも
別に後輩なわけじゃないんだし。
じゃあ俺のことも呼び捨てでいいです。くんづけって慣れてなくて気持ち悪いから。
ああ、そう？気持ち悪かった？わかった。ハルトな。
はい。あ、うん。
どんどん親密度がアップしてるな。
あ、そういえば泉さん、明日っていうか平日って仕事終わるの遅い？
いや、7時くらいには帰ってくるけど。
それなら明日から晩ご飯一緒に食べませんか？あ、敬語になっちゃった。
おいおい、参ったな。なんつうかこれはあれだ、ギャルゲーやってる気分だな。やったことないけど、気難しいキャラ落とすのってこういう感じじゃねえの？まあハルト男だしどうこうなることはないけど、でも好かれて嫌な気はしない。ハルトん家の前に張り紙が。
綾乃の部屋にいます、ハルト。
モモ、
あ、おかえり。
おう、お疲れ。
ただいま。なぜまた皆さんお揃いで？
ご飯食べるんでしょ？ハルトからそう聞いたんだけど。
おかえりなさい。
これは一体？
平日はみんなだいたい同じ時間に帰ってくるからご飯一緒に食べてるんだって言わなかったっけ？
あ、そうなの。ちょっと勘違いしてました。
はい、どうぞ。綾乃がね、お料理得意だから毎日作ってくれるの。その代わりみんなで材料費を出して。
そう、それでも割り勘したら外食より全然安いからよ。
それマジでありがたい。いただきます。てかこれ全部綾乃ちゃんが作ってんの？すごいね。
そうよ。
意外な特技だろ。ちなみに今お前が食ったのは 葉月が作った野菜だ。
庭で家庭菜園やってるのよ。お野菜高いから。
はあ、節約考えてますね。
お金なくても美味しいもの食べたいから。
でも葉月さんって社長秘書なんだよな。金持ってそうなのに借金でもあんのかな。また観察されてる？何？なんかついてる？
あ、うん。スーツかっこいいなと思って。
大丈夫か？
もう何やってんの泉さん。はい、お水。
ごめん。
大丈夫？
こいつやっぱ可愛いな。いやいや、落ち着けよ俺。せっかく隣に綺麗な女の子2人も住んでんのに、ときめくならそっちだろ。でも。
あ、おかえりなさい。
おかえり。
泉さん、綾乃に好きなもの言っといたよ。今度作ってくれるって。
でもな。
泉さん、早く水族館行きたいね。ごちそうさま。
はい、おやすみ。
おやすみ。
いやー、それにしても懐いたよな。ハルトだよ。あいつが自分から誰かに寄ってくなんてめったにねえのに。
そうなんですか？
ああ、そうだハルト。明日さ、通販の荷物届くんだけど受け取っといてくんない？
明日はダメ。
なんで？
泉さんと出かけるから。
デート？
いや、そんなんじゃ。
どこ行くの？
水族館。
デート
しかもまたベッタベタな。
あらあら。
たまたまチケット余ってただけですよ。
でもイルカショーとか見んじゃねえの？
羨ましいならどっか行くか、俺らも。
行かねえよ。
ああ、こいつがいるから話がややこしくなるんだよな。
泉さん、明日の時間とかどうしよ
う。おう、そうだな。じゃあ今からうちで。ハルトは可愛いけど俺らはあの二人とは違うしな。ちょっと遊びに行くだけ。
やめろ。
どうかした？
なんでも。
モモたちがキスでもしてた？
よくあることなのか？
うん、たまに見かける。
マジで？そんなオープンなの？あの二人ってさ、一体どういう関係なの？
どうなんだろう。モモは付き合ってないって言うんだけど。
そうか。でもな、普通なら男とキスなんて気持ち悪いだろう。それを桃田さんが許容してるってことは別にジンの片思いってわけじゃねえんじゃねえの？やってるって言われたらそうかって思えるあの雰囲気。
気になるよね。それに男同士はいいって言うし、俺も一回やってみたいんだけどさ。
あ、それは。今なんと？
だから男同士のセックスってすごく気持ちいいらしいから試してみたいなって。
何？そのいいこと思いついたみたいな顔。
泉さん、経験ある？
ないよ。
じゃあさ、やってみない？はい、じゃあ立てて。
無理です。
なんで？無理かな。
そんなもん触るな。
じゃあどうすればいいの？口でした方がいい？
口って？
あ、反応した。
嘘だろ俺。想像で？何なんだこれ。夢か現実か？
泉さん、何か想像してて。好きなアイドルとか好きな子のこととか。
好きな子は今は特にいない。こいつを可愛いなと思ったくらいで。いやでもそれは別にこんなことをしたいんじゃなく。とうとう握りやがった。やばい、人に触られんの久々だから。 それにこいつもだんだん息が上がってる。太ももしろわ、ちょっとこれってやばいって。全然なえねえ。
泉さん、じっとしててね。
これってやったっていうのか。
いった！
大丈夫か？
痛い！動かないで！
脱ごう！とりあえずな！入れたけど半分くらいだが、しかし
ごめん、帰る。
待てって、ゆっくりしとけな。フラフラしてんぞ。
なんかそんないいもんじゃなかった。おやすみなさい。
なんだそりゃあ。ちゅうか今何の起こったと？わけのわからん。一睡もできなかった。くそ、考えたって事実はなくなんねえ。
笑っちゃダメよ、綾乃。
おお、聞いたぞ泉。大変だったんだって。
つまり全部筒抜けだったと。
ここ壁薄いから。
でもまさかな、本当にそんな展開になっているとは思わなかったぜ。
違うよママ、展開しそうだったけどダメだったのよ。
うわー、本当に最悪だ。
ごめんでも泉さん、気を落とさないでね。
そうよ、初めてだったんだもの。次頑張ればいいのよ。
次なんてないですよ。
大丈夫、あるわよ。
頑張って。じゃね
違う、そういうことじゃないよ。
まあまあ分かってるって。あれだろ、どうせハルトが無理やり乗っかってきたとか、そんなとこじゃねえの？
桃田さん、
あいつの好奇心何でもありだからよ。
やっぱ好奇心。
誰かと付き合ったこともねえし、距離の取り方は分かんねえんだよ。
誰とも付き合ったことない？
あいつのテンションで女と付き合えると思うか？つまりお前はまっさらなハルトの初めてを奪ったってことだ。
責任取らなきゃ。
お前やっぱ面白いな。嫁にでもすんのか？じゃ俺も仕事行くわ。
どうしよう。いや、どうもこうも俺は悪くないけどな、多分。
あ、おはようございます。
はよ。何を話せば。
泉さん、まだ用意しないの？それパジャマだよね。
うん。
昨日は結局時間も何も決められなかったけど、だから俺もう用意してきたんだ。早く行こうよ、水族館。
行くのか？昨日あんなことあったのに。
昨日なんかあったっけ？
こいつマジか？あっただろう、大変なことが。
大変？ひょっとしてエッチ失敗したこと？
そう、それ大当たり。
そっか、そういえば泉さんもきつそうだったもんね。ごめんね、俺うまくやれなくて。
いや、そう来るか？うまくやれなかったのはむしろ俺の方で。別に謝ってほしいわけじゃなくて。
じゃあもう行かないんだね。分かった。
待て、よく見たらいつもより良さげな服にネックレス。おしゃれしてる。俺と出かけるから。あ、ちょっと。
何？
こんなの見捨てられるわけねえだろ。
うわー、すごい。水槽のトンネルだ。
我ながら流されんのがうまいな俺。
あ、イルカだ。見て見て泉さん、イルカ水飲んでるよ。
それにやっぱ可愛いんだよな。ただちょっとだいぶ変わってるってだけで。けどな、普通初めてだったらもうちょっと気にすんだろう。そんないいもんじゃなかったから速攻忘れたとか。あ、ダメだ。この言葉を思い出すとへこむ。
泉さん、泉さん。
何？
あっちペンギンいるよ。
ああ、じゃあ行こっか。
やっぱり帰る？
なんで？
だってなんかつまんなそう。
別にそんなことは。
そうだよね。泉さんは俺が来たがったから付き合ってくれてるだけで、本当は別れた彼女との思い出のものだろうし。
いや、それはどうでもいいんだ。
本当に？
本当だよ。せっかく来たんだし、ちゃんと見ていこうぜ。どうしよう。ハルトのテンションが急降下。お、見ろよハルト、マンボウだ。こいつ変な顔してんな。どうかしたのか？
気持ち悪い。
とりあえずここ座れ。まさかお前その気持ち悪いのって昨日のせいで？
ああ、うん。痛いの我慢してたから。でもしばらく休めば平気だと思うよ。
ごめん、気づかなかった。ごめんな。なんか飲み物とか買ってこようか。何が欲しい？
いらない。ここにいてよ。
確かにあんなに痛がってたもんな。
本当にいい人だな。泉さんが謝ることなんか何もないのに。
そうは言ってもな。つうかお前なんでそんななのに無理してここ来たんだ？
だってこれ逃したら次いつこんな機会があるか分かんなかったから。
そんなんいつでも来れんだろう。割と近場だし。
そうでもないよ。だって現に俺初めてだもん、水族館。俺にとって今日は特別な日。
かわいいな。だからこんなネックレスまでつけて？
あ、うん。これモモのお下がりなんだ。よそ行きの時つけろってくれた。
よそ行き。桃田さんって実は面倒見いいよな。
うん。でもみんなそうだよ。口では言いたい放題だけど、綾乃だってご飯作ってくれるし。
だな。ハルトはいつからあの長屋に住んでんだ？
高一。
高一？から一人暮らし？
うん。
へえ、よく親御さん許してくれたな。
俺親とあんまりうまくやれてなかったから、おじさんがそうした方がいいって。
おじさんって大家の？
そう。それで長屋に呼んでくれて。
そうなんだ。
でもそのおかげで今は普通に親と話すようになったよ。
そっか。こいつもいろいろあるんだな。なんかそれわかる。俺も実家いる時は親とも姉ちゃんともよく喧嘩してたけど、離れると感覚変わるっていうか。
お姉さんいるの？
ああ、2人。すげえやかましいよ。人使い荒いし。
でも羨ましい。俺一人っ子だからそういうのも楽しそう。
あの長屋も似たようなもんじゃないか？
そうだね。俺あの家好き。それに今泉さんも越してきたし。 俺泉さん好きだ。お金がないってだけで泉さんを捨てた彼女はもったいないことをしたよね。じゃそろそろ行こっか。どうしたの？
いや、もう大丈夫なのか？
うん、だいぶマシになった。
やばかった。今のはズドンときたぞ。抱きしめそうになった。
あ、ラッコだよ。見て、顔笑ってる。
ダメだ。隣のミニスカ女子よりハルトの方が全然キラキラして見える。
クラゲかわいい。
かわいいな。男なのに好き？好きってどういう意味でだ？さっきのはお前からの告白だと思っていいのか？
あー、楽しかった。
今度またどっか行くか。これが本気だとしたら俺はどうすればいいんだ？
あ、ただいま。
ただいま。
うわ
おかえり。どうだった水族
楽しかったよ。
館？よかったじゃん。それでちょっとは進展したの？
何が？
ああ、いいや、泉さんに聞く。あんたじゃ話になんない。
なんだよ。
チューくらいした？
そうか、チューか。
あれ、泉さん、ちょっと。
綾乃、ハルトが土産買ってきてくれてるから分けようぜ。
珍しい。何、クッキー？
パイだって。泉、部屋入れろよ。箱開けるから。
あ、はい。
しかしお前さ、よく昨日あんなことあって今日言ったよな。
そのことについてちょっと桃田さんにご相談が。
何これ、アロワナッパイ？怖っ。
中は普通だよ。
ちょっとこっちへ。やっぱり男同士で付き合うのって大変ですか？
は？
ちょっともう俺どうしてもハルトのことが可愛くて、しかもあいつも俺のこと好きっぽいこと言ってきたんですよ。なんかあの目でじっと見られたら何でも答えてやんなきゃって。
おい、
こうなったら付き合うしかねえのかなと思ったんですけど。
待て、なんで俺に聞く？
え？だって桃田さんとジンってそういう関係なんでしょ？
ちげえよ。
え？嘘だ。
お前まで何言い出すんだ。
だって
お前分かってんな。俺も協力してやる。何でも聞けよ。
おお、頼もしい。
お前ら分かり合うな。
照れんなよ。
照れてね
何、喧嘩？
あ、違う、大丈夫。
お菓子開けたけどみんな今食べる？お茶入れよっか。
なんだハルト、本当に喧嘩じゃないよ。
なんか泉さんってどんどんみんなと仲良くなるよね。友達多そう。
まさかの嫉妬？くそー、みんながいなかったら抱きしめたい。これはもう実行するしかねえだろう。俺もちゃんと自分の気持ちを伝えて。
ん？
春。
葉月かな？
だったら勝手に入ってくんだろう。
そっか。泉さん早く出なよ。
はーい。
こんばんは、蓬莱です。
蓬莱？どっかで聞いたことある名前。
はい。すいません、いきなり。なんかここからみんなの声が聞こえたんで来てみたんだけど。お、君が泉くんかな？ん？
誰だ？
お、違った？
あ、いや、そうですけど。
泉さん、誰？あ、おじさん。
ハルト。
ん？
元気だったか？
どうしたの急に。来るなら連絡してよ。
今日はたまたまこの近くで用事があってな。
あ
あ、失礼。申し遅れましたが、ここの大家の蓬莱です。うちのハルトがお世話になってます、泉くん。
はい。
ハルト、お前痩せたんじゃないか？
変わってないよ。
おじいさま、いらっしゃい。来るなら来るって言っといてくださったら、もっと可愛い格好してたのに。
久しぶりだな、綾乃。お前はいつでも可愛いよ。
やだもん。
お、モモとジンもここにいたのか。
ねえねえ、おじさま、晩ご飯食べて帰るでしょ。
なんだこの人。
はずき帰ってきたよ。
あら、早かったんですね、社長。
おう、お疲れさん。
社長？
そうだよ。
ひょっとして葉月さんが秘書してるっていう？
ええ、うちの社長がここの長屋の大家なのよ。
じゃあその関係で葉月さんはここに住んで？
ええ。
葉月はギャンブラーだからね。大金吸った時にここ紹介したんだよな。
マジで？金ないのそんな理由？
社長、余計なことは言わなくていいんです。
痛いな。何これ？
頼まれた買い物です。
そうか。俺まだまだ知らないこと多いな。それにハルトの言ってたおじさんが実はこんな結構な人だったとは。
ほら、お前らに土産。
生ハム。ワイン。
でもそんなことよりやっぱり。
おじさま、この間言ってたお話って。
おじさんは今俺と話してんの。
そうだな。もうハルトは可愛いな。
この思ってた以上な関係が気になる。ただのおじさんにしたらちょっとイチャつきすぎじゃないか？
泉くん。
はい。
ここ来て1週間くらいだっけ？もう慣れた？
はい。そうですね。
すごいな君。こいつらに1週間で慣れるなんて。
どういう意味だ？
初めはびっくりしましたけど、意外と皆さんいい人ですし。この人確かハルトの恩人なんだよな。
泉さんってね、おじさんにちょっと似てるんだよ。
どこが？お金もないし権力ないし。
綾乃、失礼よ。
だってなんとなく俺に構ってくれるし、遊びにも連れてってくれるし。
ああ、お前よくおっさんにいろんなとこ連れてってもらってたもんな。今年の正月もハワイ行ってたし。
泉くんとどっか行ったのか？
うん、今日水族館行ったよ。
水族館？なんだよ、そんなの行きたきゃいつでも連絡くれよ。
そんなこと言うけど、おじさん最近ずっと忙しいだろ。
でもハルトのためなら時間作れ
ません。
1日くらい。
ダメです。社長、一旦遊ぶモードに入ったらなかなか帰ってきませんからね。
いいよ、無理しなくて。今度また泉さんと出かけるから。
俺もハルトとどっか行きたい。
そんな暇ないくせに。
それって要するに俺はこのおじさんの身代わりだったってことか？じゃああれも。
俺泉さんのこと好きだ。
あの顔も特に意味はなかったってこと？うわ、マジか。俺勝手に勘違いしていい気になってすげえバカみてえじゃねえか。だいたいなんで俺男相手に、ハルト相手にそんなこと考えたんだっけ？あれか？セックスみてえなことしたから。いや違うな。あれはちょっとしたアクシデントで無一文になって彼女とも別れて、きっと厄年だからだなんて完全に諦め入ってたのに、ここに来てからずっとむしろ泥棒に入られたおかげで引っ越してきてラッキーだったんじゃねえのなんて考えるくらい毎日楽しくて。
彼女はもったいないことしたよね。
きっとあの言葉は本心だったから嬉しくて、俺はこいつが好きだって思ったんだよな。
じゃあ時間できたらまたどっか行こうな。
うん。
これが現実か。でもクラクラするし夢かな。いや違うよな。もうなんかようわからん。そう言った俺、昨日寝とらんとやっけ。
どうかしたか泉。
俺ちょっと部屋戻りますね。
え、
昨日寝とらんけん限界かも。
ああ、そうなんだ。ああ、そういや昨日は泉、大丈夫かあいつ。
泉さんどうかしたの？
ああ、なんか疲れたから帰るってよ。
泉さん、具合悪いの？大丈夫？
いや別に、ちょっと寝不足なだけだから。
本当に？薬とかいるなら。
いいからお前は戻れな。
なんか変じゃない？泉さん。
そんなことないって。
変だよ。熱でもあるんじゃない？
ないから全然平気。
じゃあ大丈夫なら一緒に戻ろうよ。おじさんいろんな話してくれるから面白いよ。最近あの人めったに来てくれないから、これ逃したら次いつ会えるか分かんない。
ほっとけって言うたやろ。ワイは一体何なんや。あんなことまでしといてなんでそんな普通の顔してられんだ。おいはワイが他んやつと仲良うしとったことか見とうなかとぞ。
何言ってんの泉さん。
わからんとか。こがんとワイには何の意味もなかかもしらんばってん。おいは違う。
なんだ、なんかでかい音したけど。なんだ。おい泉、どうしたんだよハルト。
わかんない。
はあ？
なんか怒ってた。
なんで？
わかんない。
あのな、追わなくていいのかよ。ああ、もう
モモ。
何やってんだ俺。まだ付き合ってるわけでもない。あいつが誰と仲良くしてようが責める権利なんかないのに。
泉待てよ泉、酒入ってんのに走らせんな。捕まえろっち。あ、崩れた。
なんで追って食っとのワイドンや。
なんだって？何があったんだ？
おい、ほんなことみっともなか。あがん勝手に盛り上がっとって滑稽かよな。笑うてよかですよ。
おい、ほんと大丈夫か？お前方言戻ってんぞ。
ハルト、おじさんのこと大好きなんすね。
まあそれはな。あのおっさんハルトにとっちゃ特別だろうし。
それは家でうまくいってない時に助けてもらったから。
その話聞いたのか。だな。ハルトが今みたいに普通に話せるようになったのっておっさんのおかげだから。
話せるようにって？
あれ、それは知らねえの？
はい、なんすかそれ。
あれ、言っていいのかな。
桃田さん。
ハルトンちな、親つが おふくろさんが一時期情緒不安定でよくハルトに当たってたみたいなんだよ。それがちょっとひどかったらしくて。でもおっさんはその頃ハルトとはあんま会ってなくて、中3の時に久々に会いに行ったらあいつ全く口聞かなくなってたって。
母親とだけじゃなくて？
誰とも。何年も声出してなかったっつってた。それで可愛い甥っ子がそんなんになってたから、おっさん焦って長屋連れてきたんだよな。
ああ、環境を変えた方がいいんじゃねえかってよ。
初めの頃は大変だったんだぜあいつ。何言ってもうんともすんとも返してこねえし。でもおっさんが海外しく面倒を見てるうちに俺らともちょっとずつ話するようになってきて、あの頃おっさん長屋泊まり込んで会社行ってたしな。
それはすごい。
親とうまくやれなくて。
俺も親とも姉ちゃんともよく喧嘩してたけど、うまくいってないってその程度のことだと思ってた。ハルトにそんないろいろがあったなんて。
まあ不愛想なのは相変わらずだけど、
蓬莱さんはハルトにとって救世主なんですね。
はあ、かもな。
俺があの人に勝てる可能性なんてないですね。
お前ハルトのこと本気なのか？おい、
勝つも何もお前とあのおっさんじゃ立場が違うだろ。
そうだよ、おっさんは親みてえなもんだし。
でもハルトにとって俺はあの人の代役ですよね。
バカ、お前黙んなよ。
もな。
そうなのかな。
頭痛え。酒もほとんど飲んでねえのにな。しかし蘇る昨日しでかしたあれこれ。あれ全部夢だったりしねえかな。
おはよ
う。おはよう。何座り込んでんだそんなとこで。
泉さん起きるの待ってた。昨日の晩のこと何だったのか聞こうと思って。
ですよね。
あの時泉さんは何て言ってたの？
え？
俺全然聞き取れなくて、方言だったから。
ああ、そっか、伝わってなかったのか。ならちょうどいいか。悪い、あれはもう忘れてくれ。俺だいぶ朦朧としてたし。
じゃあやっぱり泉さんってお酒飲むとキスしたくなる人？
え？
俺昨日あれから考えてたんだ。なんであんなことされたんだろうって。なんかいるんだろ、酔うとキス魔になるって人。
そうきたか。そうだな。気ぃつけてたんだけど寝不足だったしな。だいぶ回ってたのかも。
よかった。じゃあもう怒ってもない？
え？あ、うん、怒ってね。
よかった。じゃあごめんね、朝から。
ほんと何の悪気もねえんだよな、ハルトには。それなら仕方ねえよな。俺が勘違いさえしてなかったら何にも問題なかったわけだし、これからはまた普通の隣人として付き合っていけばいい。
泉さん、おはよう。
おう。
今から学校。
珍しいな、朝からって。
ゼミの発表があって、また夜ね。
よかったよ、変に深みにはまる前で。それに昔大変だったハルトが今こうして楽しそうにしてんのはすげえいいことじゃないか。
で、お前肉ばっか食うな。
もももね。泉さんも早く取らないとなくなるよ。
うん。このままでいい。このままただの隣人として過ごしていれば、いずれ本当にそうなるだろ
う。泉さん、おかえり。
おう、ただいま。どうした？待ってた？
うん。さ、今度またどっか行こうって言っただろ。俺今日雑誌買ってきたんだ。前から行きたかったとこ載ってたから。
このまま俺はずっとあのおじさんの代わりでいるつもりなのか？ごめん。やっぱ無理だ。
え？
いや、ちょっと仕事忙しくなりそうでさ。
そうなんだ。時間できた時でいいよ。俺はいつでも。
悪い。いけね
え。なんで？
俺、金貯まったらここ出ていくから。
え？出てくの？
うん。初めからそのつもりだったし。
そう。
さすがにさっきの今で並んで飯は食えねえよな。は
ーい。
こんばんは。
あ、泉さん。
綾乃ちゃん、俺しばらく飯いらないから。
泉さんも？
さっきハルトがもうご飯一緒に食べないって言いに来たのよ。
しかも泉さんに会いたくないからってどういうこと？
腹減った。何してんだ？
出てくって言った？
まあ、それでまたどっか行こうって言ってたのも断ったから、ハルトは怒ってんのかもしれない。
つーか、お前出てくってまた引っ越すのか？そんな金あんのかよ。
ないです。
は？
ないです。勢いで行っちゃったんです。
はあ？
でもどうして急にそんなことになったの？ついこの間までいい感じだったのに。
それはいろいろあって。
いろいろって何？
綾乃、ツッコミ容赦ねえな。
こっちはもう人数分のご飯用意してんのよ。それを2人揃ってドタキャンしといていろいろで済むと思う？
ごめん、食べます。このままここにいてもハルトと両思いになることはないと思ったから。
確かにあの子の相手は難しいだろうけど。
っていうか泉さんってハルトのこと好きなの？
あんだけ茶化しといてそういう反応？
ごめん。だってさ、ハルトだよ。あいつだいぶ変わりもんじゃん。出会って1週間でいきなり乗っかってくるとかないでしょ普通。
そうだけど。
ど天然でわけわかんないし、愛想も可愛げもないし。
可愛いよ。
おっと、
可愛いのは可愛いだろ。それに
泉さん、
俺あいつといると幸せなんだよな。
泉さんって変わってんね。振り回されてるようにしか見えないんだけど。M なの？
違う。
でも泉くんはハルトにとって明らかに特別だしあんな犬の子みたいに懐かれたら私だって可愛がっちゃうわ。
まあね。
犬の子。
それならしょうがないか。謝りに行って済む話じゃないってことよね。
申し訳ない。
ほんとだよ。このハンバーグだってハルトにせがまれて作ったんだから、泉さんの好物なんでしょ。とりあえず明日から泉さんとハルトはご飯いらないと。
いや、俺は来ないからハルトを呼んでやって。
そう？わかった。
綾乃、 これどうしたらいいの？
ああ、待って。
いただきます。
なあ、やっぱ原因ってあれか、おっさん。
まあ
そうか。
特別。
お前本当に出て行きたいの？
そんなわけがない。それに実際不可能っていう。あと3ヶ月はどうあがいても無理だな。でもな、一度言ってしまったことはどうしようもない。
泉さんに会いたくないって。
きついなこれ。ハルトやっぱ怒ってんだよな。どっか行くってあんなに楽しそうにしてたもんな。ハルト。
おい待てよ。ハルトいて。
何？
いや、
なんで追っかけてくんの？
さっき泣きそうに見えたのは気のせいか？
泉さん、俺のこと嫌いになったんだろ？
なんだそれ。
だって泉さん、最近態度変わったもん。こないだおじさん来た時に怒ってから。あの時俺がなんかしたんだよね。俺は変なやつだから、俺と話すとイラつくってよく言われる。だから泉さんもそうなんでしょ？
誰とも全く口聞かなくなってたって。
確かにハルトは変わってて、話しててもなんでって思うことだらけだけど。
だから出ていくんでしょ？
違うよ。
何？
そんなんじゃねえし。俺はお前が好きなんだ。すげえ好きなの。じゃ
あなんで出てくんだよ。
ごめん、あれなし。やっぱやめる。出てかねえから。
何それ、意味わかんない。
だよな。ほんとごめん。一回座ろう。
俺ハルトが好きなんだよ。だからお前のおじさん蓬莱さんの代わりにされんのが嫌で出てこうと思ったんだけど、なんかもういいわ。これだけ一緒にいたいって思ってもらえるなら。
代わりって何？
だってお前本当はおじさんがいたら俺のこと必要ないだろ。
なんでそうなるの？
いや、だって
必要ないわけないじゃん。俺泉さんといるとすごく楽しい。おじさんがいたって泉さんの代わりにはならないよ。俺も泉さんのこと好きって言ったよね。泉さん、泉さん。
そうだった。好かれてた。ずっとすごくわかりやすく。そっか。
そうだよ。
俺は何をそんなにこだわってたのかな。
出ていかない？
うん。
本当に？
本当。つうかさ、俺が貧乏なの知ってるだろ？
よかった。
ああ、俺別に今酔ってないからな。ちなみにこないだした時も別に酔ってなかった。
そうなの？
好きだったからしたくなってしたんだよ。
そっか。
そうだよ。
キスって気持ちいいね。セックスと違って。
本当はセックスだってちゃんと手順踏んだら気持ちいいんだよ。
へえ、 そうかな。
本当にちゃんとしよ
う。うん。
ハルト、今日は俺がするから。
でも立てないと。
それは自力でどうにかなるから。
ちょっと待って。
え？
俺人に触られたことないからなんか恥ずかしい。これ
自分からは平気でしたくせに。後ろ指動かしても大丈夫そうか？ここ気持ちよさそう。
そこ。
ハルト、ゆっくりするから痛かったら言って。
うん。
平気か？
うん。入った。
大丈夫？動くぞ。そして
すごい。すごい気持ちよかった。
よっしゃー。
これってさ、やっぱり男同士だから？女の人とやったらまた違う？
ハルト、お前まさか今度は他のやつとやろうとか思ってる？
そんなこと思ってないよ。それに俺こんな話できるのこの長屋の人たちくらいだし、綾乃と葉月には昔絶対嫌って断られたし、桃にも前相手してもらおうと思ったらジンに見つかって殴られたし、ジンは桃以外立たないって言うし。
ちょっと待て。お前ナンバーショットか？
ダメだった？
ダメ。そんなこと誰にでも持ちかけんな。これからは俺だけにしとけな。
うん、分かった。好きな人とできるならそれが一番だもんね。
そうですよ。不安はまだまだあるけども仕方がない。出会ってまだ2週間。この先何が起こるかはお楽しみとでも思っておこう。
昔親とうまくやれなくて俺は喋れなくなってた。おじさんがあの家から連れ出して長屋に住まわせてくれるまで。
アルトはいい子だよ。
優しいおじさん大好き。長屋のみんな、桃も好き。おじさんに頼まれたからってよく面倒を見てくれる。ジンも不愛想だけど本当はいいやつ。綾乃も葉月もみんな大好き。でも
ごめんなハルト、今日は大事な用があるから。
分かった。みんな一番大事な人は他にいる。それでもいいってずっと思ってたんだけどね。
ごめん起こした？
泉さん おはよ
いや、大丈夫か、ハルト。体。
あ、うん、平気。
よかった。
泉さん、いつから起きてたの？今何時
？10時過ぎ。俺もさっき宅配便来て起こされた。親から救援物資届いたんだよ。金ねえって泣きついたから。
何送ってくれたの？
野菜とレトルトカレー。あ、また大量に毛糸たわし入ってら。
何？
食器洗うやつ。おふくろが作ってくれんだよ。でもまだ前のも残ってる。
へえ、すごいね。作ったんだ。
お前それ使う？
うん、あれば。
じゃあやるよ。
いいの？
うん。余るんなら彼女にやれって書いてあるし。
俺、彼女？
ん？彼氏か？ま、どっちでも。一番大事な子。
一番大事な子。
この野菜後でやる。いて！どうした？てかお前まだマッパ。
俺も泉さんが一番好き。
朝から何言いよる？
ねえ泉さん、今日お休み？
おう、日曜だし。あ、どっか行くか？
いいの？やったー、着替えてこよ
う。どっか行きたいとこあんだよな。どこだっけ？あんま金ねえけど。
あれね。もうどこでもいいよ。泉さんとなら。
俺頑張って稼ぐからな。
うん、頑張ってね。本当に俺泉さんに会えてよかったな。
Brother Lewy is here.
I'm doing all right,
here.
Paimon.
Come
No
here.
need to worry about me.
Say hi.
Well, that's good.
Hello.
Paimon's been sitting on the edge of the bed worrying about you for ages. You slept a whole day and night. Poor Paimon had to eat all by her lonesome.
Glad to hear you didn't starve. How was the food?
Well, it wasn't the same without you there to share it. Honestly, Paimon just can't relax when you're not your usual self. She couldn't enjoy the food and settle down to sleep.
Well, I'm back to normal now.
Let's go.
Oh yeah, and Albedo swung by earlier. He said to tell you to head to the tavern when you woke up. Raker and the others are organizing a victory feast and they want to celebrate with you. He also dropped off some medical supplies, but you seem fit as a fiddle, so guess you won't be needing those. If you're feeling up to it, let's head over now. Wouldn't want to keep them waiting.
Victory feast. Let's go.
We're here. Oh, Traveler and Paimon.
Wait, so Durin can like do some
Perfect
abyssal
timing.
powers now?
We were literally just saying how there's no way we're holding this victory feast without you any longer, and we would have postponed it till tomorrow.
How are you feeling today? Much better. Thanks.
Oh, you were
Don't worry
speaking
about
now.
me. Relieved to hear it. If that changes, just let me know. Happy to check you over at any time.
Yep, we're here for you. Anything you need, just let us know.
Oh wait, where's Nefer?
How are her eyes doing?
Nefer's right over there. I'm sure she'd love to catch up with you.
How is Nefer, brother? Nefer is my new favorite. Holy.
Nefer!
Traveler, Paimon, are you recovering well? Turns out that moon chanter has some real talent after all. My eyes were mostly recovered after just a couple days rest. I can actually open them again now.
Let's go.
Yeah, but you gotta be careful. Lauma says not to strain your eyes while they're still healing.
Yes, thank you. I'm well aware.
Yehoda, could I borrow you for a moment? I could do with an extra pair of hands.
Oh, sure. Coming. Did you hear that? I gotta go help Lauma for a second. You guys chat among yourselves. I'll grab us some drinks on the way back. Paimon, you still like them sweet?
Yes.
You bet. Make it extra sweet, because Paimon's earned it.
Sure thing.
The Raker of Solari. Kind of a snake, don't you think?
Yes, wolf. As you can see, like, if you remember during like the chess thingy, when we were in his mind, he was a wolf. Or was he a horse?
No,
Something like that.
Definitely a snake.
The
a
snake was
poisonous
like
one who spewed his
very
venomous
funny.
hatred
No,
everywhere.
I forgot the name.
Anyone who seeks
But it's like
revenge
the
out of
brother
hatred
of
for other people
the
has
prophet,
become a snake.
The brother of Daisy.
That's something my dad used to say.
Very funny, something like that. Because he didn't like seeing people go down.
Perhaps. I'm sure it sounds like a very wise and open-hearted perspective to your ears. But me? I think hatred is a perfectly justifiable emotion. What else is left when everything you depended on in life gets stripped away? Something's gotta fuel that drive to keep on living.
I see a lot of things that you can defend.
If you're worried about me, you can nip that in the bud. I'm not someone who gets stuck in the past. It's just... I suddenly feel like I was wrong to call my father a liar.
Yeah.
He was just a fool. That's why the Academia turned their back on him, and why the other tribes ganged up on him. Oh, Father. How much better things could have been if you were a skilled liar. Look at the Ibis King. Thoth is a fiendishly cunning liar.
Holy.
And yet, strangely, he feels more like a father to me than my real dad ever was. He's never brought it up, but I'd bet he feels the same way. Why else would he give me the power to perceive the truth, while at the same time training me in the art of deception?
Sorry, I've never heard the Ibis King boy, but it's actually...
Well, King Deshret banished him to Aru, which is essentially a prison, and posed 3 questions to him. He promised that he'd have his freedom if he could find the answers. His response was to take on a physical form and approach me, hoping that I could become his envoy and search for one of the answers on his behalf. Did he really think I'd fall for that? He's stuck there. He can't make me return what he gave to me. So that's enough for you to decide he's nice, is it? He's a prisoner, and he was scared. So he decided to perform some good deeds to win people's approval. He lives in fear because he's a deceiver. How is Rerir any different? You can't work as a spy your whole life and expect a happy ending. It's preposterous. Yet I can't say I don't understand it. Liars live in the darkness of their own making, but it's still human nature to want to go on living. They say that a liar's soul is the most worthless thing in the world. What do you think?
Why is my cat here? I have to disagree.
Oh, really? Well, it takes a very kind person to find compassion even for liars. If you ask me, the soul of a liar really is worth nothing. Because all they care about is themselves.
Okay, my
For
cat
example,
is just in my lap
when something
right now.
good falls into my lap, I don't go sharing the news around. Stops other people trying to steal it from me.
They have overheard that.
So be it. They have sharp ears. I can't keep anything from them.
They wanted them up.
Wow, is that what it looks like?
It's your friend.
Well, you all know my past now, and I can't simply eliminate everyone who knows too much. So I guess I just have to put up with you. For the foreseeable future, at least.
Why is my cat biting the
situation
controller?
you can't control, the safest
Just
play is
chill.
to keep calm and start monitoring everyone involved like a hawk. In the intelligence world, you need to have a sense of perspective and play your hand accordingly. If you understand what's at stake, please ensure my secret is safe with you.
Even the mouse is
I
biting.
trust you'll respect my wishes as a friend. But don't forget, I will also be watching you like a hawk. Very good.
Oh, wait! Now that the panic's over and we've all calmed down, Paimon suddenly remembered
What is
something.
it?
After all that build-up, our mystery ally never showed up even once.
That is true. Oh, that's it? Oh, wait.
Huh? Am I imagining things?
What is that?
So, that close colleague who stayed behind with you? What's he been up to recently?
Don't know, don't care. I get more normal human interaction from hanging out with Bosco too than him. Although, now you mention it, he hasn't bothered me in a while.
Who's that?
I wonder if...
If he's disappeared without a trace, it's the biggest gift he ever gave to the world. But I somehow doubt that's what's going on. He won't lie low forever. So we'd better stay on guard.
Who could that be? Wait, we're still in Act 4? Yes. This is the one everyone is talking about, okay? I thought we were done.
Ah, Lord 𝕓𝕝𝕝. How lovely to see you. I must thank you for the device you provided. It was an enormous help. Would I be right in thinking that it was developed by the Academia?
Yep.
Why come and ask me when you clearly know already?
I mostly came to thank you.
That's more like it. A little gratitude goes a long way with Lord 𝕓𝕝𝕝. Play your cards right, and you might even stand a chance of becoming my long-term supplier.
The chance to work with such a kind and charitable investor as yourself would be a great honor for the Curatorium.
Huh? Charitable? Who said anything about charity? First time hearing about it.
Let's see. The first plot of land you purchased in Nodcry, your desert interests, and...
Stop! What do you think you're doing? Exposing my investment history!
It's nothing to hide from. They're all perfectly legitimate investments. And some of the land you purchased was with the intent of building a sanctuary? Yes, I heard about that too.
How did you...
You're a curious case, Lord 𝕓𝕝𝕝. You don't like people finding out about your good deeds, do you? But I'm afraid no matter how hard you try to keep things under wraps, where there's a will, there's a way. You did it for Sumeru, didn't you?
It was empty land that was gonna go to waste otherwise. I figured if I built something there, it might at least get some use in an emergency. Disasters are capricious things. They strike without any warning. I've lost family to a disaster before, and I don't want to lose any friends or business partners if I can help it. My elder sister used to dream of finding a sanctuary. Somewhere with plenty of food, water, and medicine. Where everyone could live happy lives. It was something I looked into, but after discussing things with the Dendro Archon, I decided on a more effective strategy. The tech people handled the tech, and money bags provided the mora. It just made the most sense.
It's a pity that so few people know the truth about you. Everyone says that you view everything in terms of mora, and all you care about is growing your own wealth.
So, what's the problem with that? Everyone wants to be rich. It's human nature. So yes, I love mora, and it's nothing to be ashamed of.
But surely you have dreams of your own beyond just making mora.
You don't get it, do you? My dream is to invest in other people's dreams. And, you know, make a nice little slice for myself along the way. Just thinking about it makes me happy. That sweet, sweet sound of mora.
Thank you.
For the device?
And the pendant.
And
Oh, that. I was just returning a favor. Don't worry about it.
Seems like we've both been away from home for a very long time.
Yeah. So long that I barely remember what my family even looked like.
That would be your mother, father, and sister?
Yeah, though it's been years since my sister passed away. It's not like I want to forget them, obviously, but memory can be even more ruthless than the most calculating business person. Beyond a certain point, if something isn't helping you, it just gets rid of it. My sister can't help me now. Slowly but surely, her face is fading from my mind's eye.
No.
It's become a vague impression.
Not everything will fade. When loved ones pass away, the beautiful memories are the ones that last the longest.
Yeah, that's true. If you ask me, that's the one silver lining in all of it.
Well, that, plus, I'm sure that life is much better now than it was back then.
I cannot see.
Oh, absolutely. I have
Why is
tons
my
of mora,
cat just
a
doing
big
this to
beautiful
me?
house, business is booming, and I'm as happy as can be. You've got a lot going for you too. Boss of the Curatorium of Secrets? I'm sure there's plenty of mora to be made in that line of work.
I appreciate the vote of confidence.
Bro, how can I play? You're sitting at one of my arms. He's actually sitting at
How
me.
have you been holding up?
Look at this
Any
cat.
adverse reactions? If you start to take a turn for the worse, make sure you tell me right away.
You don't need to worry about me, Grandmaster. I'm fine. I mean, I barely did anything, so...
What? You're too humble, young man.
You played an indispensable role in the battle for Nodcry. We can't thank you enough for your support. Sometimes, when people praise you, it's because you deserve it. The best thing is to accept it calmly and with grace. It's important to learn how to respond to words of admiration.
Let's do a quick demonstration. Albedo, that was an incredible feat of alchemy. The pressure was on, but you worked flawlessly at lightning speed to get the job done.
Thank you. I can't take all the credit, though. 𝕓𝕝𝕝 played a big part in forming the alchemical array.
See? Did you catch that? A masterclass in how to take a compliment.
Okay, yeah. I did work pretty hard to help prepare for the battle. No point denying that.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, look who's bounced back. Looking good, traveler.
Seems like you've recovered. You won't need to take any more medication.
Can I get you a drink?
Huh? You know how to order at a bar now? You've sure learned a lot recently.
Handling a drinks order is ridiculously simple compared to alchemy. Don't worry, I'll blend into society yet.
Paimon believes it. You're clearly a fast learner, just like your brother. To be totally honest, though, Paimon didn't quite follow all the details when you first explained the plan to us.
Don't worry, that's completely understandable. Unless you're a student of alchemy, it's hard to grasp the principle and how the process works.
To put it in the simplest terms, we saw how our enemy stole the power of Kuvaki. And that gave us the idea of stealing his power to turn it against him. When facing an enemy you have no hope of defeating, it's best not to engage them in battle. So, instead of looking for a way to overpower him, we decided to help 𝕓𝕝𝕔 get strong enough to at least stand up to him in a fight. For this to work, we had to analyze his modes of attack, confirm who his main target was, and make sure that he wouldn't go beyond the range of the alchemical array.
That was cool.
For added
That they
security,
analyzed all of that.
we prepared a total of 4 arrays. But to mitigate the impact of the battle, we identified one location in particular as the ideal spot, which is where the confrontation took place. The alchemical array absorbed his abyssal power. Then Durin processed it to render it usable by 𝕓𝕝𝕔. That power enabled her to do what would otherwise have been nigh on impossible.
What surprised me was that Dainsleif actually agreed to join us. Given his history with Raker, he had every right to sit this one out. But we're extremely grateful for the decision he made.
It must have been a painful choice to make. But I'm sure that making a decision was far better for him than staying in limbo.
Absolutely. He was torn between 2 paths, but in the end, he made his choice and stuck to it resolutely. He doesn't strike me as the sort of person who'd stay trapped in limbo for long. Anyway, however you cut it, everyone gave a stellar performance. And now, it's time to kick back and celebrate.
This is such a long quest. Holy. Okay, we're back here.
That's the only reason you're here. Yes. I've thought a lot about it. And I've realized that you, me, and Arlecchino should be friends.
Let's go.
I think this is
I
very
will pull for
important.
𝕓𝕝𝕔. I already have
So I
Arlecchino.
felt I had to come and tell you. Well, this is a new one. I'm so moved. I can't even hold my teacup. If that's all, you can leave now. Do you not want to be friends with me? Or is it that you prefer being co-workers? What is this, 𝕓𝕝𝕔? Are you deliberately testing my patience threshold? Right now, my politeness module is active. But if you say another word, I swear I'll shut it down. If your politeness module was active, wouldn't you say the word please at some point? Polonia, please see Lady 𝕓𝕝𝕔 to the door. Will you still invite me to your next tea party? What? Yes, I think you will. Bye-bye, dear 𝕓𝕝𝕔.
I love 𝕓𝕝𝕔. Holy.
Last time, the Wild Hunt escorted you out. Would you rather I handled it myself this time?
We just wanted to, see how you were doing now that it's all over.
Why? Out of concern for my safety? I hope you didn't seriously think that the Raker of Solari would be able to lay so much as a finger upon me, given how prepared I was.
Mostly because you kind of helped us out, so we just wanted to check you were okay. Looks like all your robots are fixed, huh?
Oh, don't you worry about that. Tea time is already a write-off. The visitor before you managed to kill my appetite. If you're in the mood for tea, go ahead and help yourself. Otherwise, it's going to waste. My coasters are still missing in action, though. Use this notebook instead.
Whoa! Pretty hefty notebook. Look at all those calculations.
You can ignore those. They're just dumb scribblings. I doodle and write in my free time. Sometimes I remember the distant, dreamlike past. Sometimes I imagine the far-flung future. And other times, I grit my teeth and note down all the crazy nonsense going on in the present. Some people do the crosswords in the newspaper. This is my equivalent of that. Trying to predict the future is like daydreaming. And writing about the present just makes me furious. The past is my favorite. If nothing else, it's already set in stone, so I don't have to rack my brains trying to figure it all out. Huh. Although, having said that, the only vaguely interesting memory in my past is probably that guy they call Lord Artificer.
Who is adding Guratin?
Who else?
Pretty much all the mecha in Fontaine are his personal
the one who
handiwork.
made the mecha in Fontaine.
Wait, are you saying you know him? Like, personally? As a friend?
I mean, I guess we were friendly enough. Yep. In fact, I'm probably the only normal person left who knew him at all. We used to
PB&J.
chat occasionally
I
back
do
when
not
he was
do
still
star
around.
requests during Genshin.
Before he passed away, he asked me to destroy
I'll
all his
refund you later.
manuscripts. I honored his
What's
request,
up?
but I did read through everything first before destroying them. I mean, I couldn't let the genius of Lord Artificer Alain Guillotin disappear like that.
Alain
It would have been
Guillotin.
such a waste.
So, that's where the formulas in your notebook are from?
I just told you. Those are my equivalent of crossword puzzles. They're just dumb formulas that I solve for fun when I'm bored. Alain's work was like epic
Alain's
poetry. The formulas in my notebook are just silly little riddles in
Yes,
comparison.
I don't do.
Not that there's anything bad about them. I mean, at least solving those riddles isn't going to hurt anyone. Except me, because I lose a few brain cells in the process. Anyway, while we're on the topic, I might as well tell you about what happened to him and his friends. Alain Guillotin had two close buddies, Renee and Jacob. They spent their childhood years together in the Narzissenkreuz Institute. They were all quite competitive, so there was some rivalry between them. But it was a friendly rivalry. But beneath the friendship and the rivalry ran something deeper, a sense of nostalgia for the past. Unfortunately, childhood would end. The prophecy would come true, the apocalypse would arrive, and the future would never be. A mad dream that would normally only capture the minds of lunatics began to take root in their hearts. A dream of saving the world. And if Renee and Alain had been people of lesser wits, that dream would probably have ended up as something for them to joke about in their older years. But alas, they were some of the sharpest minds around. They nurtured that dream with the full power of their intellect, and it grew into something that ate away at their souls. The first of them to fall under its spell was Renee.
Who is that?
Against Alain's wishes, he persisted in experimenting on a mutual friend of theirs to try and save their life. Alain did not approve and parted ways with Renee. It's complicated. Alain wanted to believe that Renee only did what he did for the sake of their friendship. But when he told me about what happened, I could tell he still had some suspicions about Renee's motives. Perhaps the seed that would grow into a nightmare had already sprouted in Renee's mind. Even then, the next time they met, Renee's soul had been completely engulfed by the dream of salvation. His futile attempt to change the tide of fate only resulted in a wave that swallowed up the world, even before the apocalypse came. And although that wave died down eventually, I hear that it just recently came back with a vengeance. As I understand, Renee wanted to live out his dream of salvation once more. But I'm told that the attempted resurgence finally died out for good. At long last, Renee awoke from his deluded dream. Though of course by then it was far too late. What do you think of Renee? Do you admire his transcendent genius? His view that any price was worth paying to achieve the lofty goal of saving the world? Or do you despise him? Dismiss him as an evil madman who wrought havoc on the lives of everyone around him as he pursued his
Why are we
delusional
lore
dream?
dropping like this? Is this like the next part?
Same difference, really. Just a matter of perspective.
I admire him.
Doesn't surprise me. You share one thing in common, after all. You both want to be the savior. The only difference is, your dream came true, and his... well, he wasn't the one who made it come true. I don't like fanatics who give up their whole lives for their ideology. Nor do I like fools who let their delusions take control. Maybe I could understand if Renee had just been an ordinary person. But he had a sage-like intellect. And still managed to get himself lost in the labyrinth of his own desires. Anyway, that's enough about Renee. Now, moving on to 𝕓𝕝𝕝𝕝, the Lord Artificer. He managed to put a stop to the first storm whipped up by Renee. But after that, 𝕓𝕝 lost his friends and family. To his credit, I suppose, the loss of his family and friends was purely a tragic accident. It's not like 𝕓𝕝 sacrificed them for his cause or anything. After that, the only thing supporting his work was the same dream that had dragged his closest friend down to the abyss. But although the desire to save Fontaine drove him to found the Fontaine Research Institute, 𝕓𝕝 continued to reject any form of transcendental knowledge or power. He was suspicious and fearful of it, having seen the way it had affected his closest friend. I think that formulas and machines derived solely from human intellect were the only thing that gave him a sense of spiritual comfort. Yet 𝕓𝕝's intellect was simply too great. It barely left him space to breathe in his lifetime. Once he realized that the end of his life was approaching, he finally accepted the truth. The 𝕓𝕝𝕝𝕝 Institute needed someone, and a human being, to see its story through to the end. He quit working on his formulas, trading them in for the fairy tales that had played such a formative role in his childhood, but which he barely touched in his adult life. He told me that the director of the 𝕓𝕝𝕝𝕝 Institute used to read those fairy tales to the children as bedtime stories. Apparently, they worked wonders at sending kids off to sleep. I think that all he wanted at that time in his life was to be able to sleep deeply without being plagued by depression. By that point, nothing else really mattered. At the very end, he laid down to rest in the ruins of the former 𝕓𝕝𝕝𝕝 Institute orphanage, while the Fontaine Research Institute he had founded continued tirelessly with its work. Many years after that, tensions over competing dreams would once again cause a rift, this time between members of the Fontaine Research Institute. But the actions of those fools had nothing at all to do with 𝕓𝕝. And that is the story of two people from the 𝕓𝕝𝕝𝕝 Institute who both wanted to save the world. One went all in on his fantasy of salvation without ever looking back,
I'll just finish this.
and ended up calmly
He wants to sleep
sinking
already.
to the bottom of the deepest sea. The other sought desperately to burn bright in his life, even though he wasn't sure where he was going. I do sometimes wonder, why is it that people like them have such grand hopes of saving the world? Even the grandest tree starts as a tiny seed. So perhaps, for each of them, their mission to save the world began with a very simple desire.
He's
To
biting the
save
mic.
themselves. They were young
Oh, shit.
children with
Do
friends
not
and
bite the
family
mic.
who mattered to them. Desires to explore the meaning of life. Ambitions to have a successful career. They didn't want to see all of that taken away in one fell swoop. Or maybe they just wanted to find something to anchor themselves within the chaos. To stop
Are we
them
dropping
getting
this lore
quietly
right now?
swept
Is
away
this
by
like the next
storms of
villain?
life. But instead, the search for their own salvation took them down the rocky road laid out by fate.
There's like a world
Do you
quest
think
in
the
Fontaine
desire to
that
save oneself
mentioned this.
is enough of a justification to try and save the world?
Yes.
The way you said that sounded just like 𝕓𝕝. I asked him the same question back when he was in his prime, putting all of his energy into his work. He gave the exact same answer as you did. No elaboration, just a quick short answer before getting right back to his work. He was always that way. All right, tea time's over. I owe Arlecchino a favor for telling me these
Oh,
stories.
Arlecchino told him.
I'll have to
the
bring a
stories
whole
again.
sack of gifts the next time I visit the House of the Hearth. I'm gonna go tinker with Polonia now. You guys can do whatever you want, as long as it doesn't involve interrupting me. Polonia, exit hibernation mode. Begin diagnostics.
Wait, is that done? Okay, it's done now. Nice. Ah, Finally. Ah, that was so long. But it was a good long. We'll do the Act 5 tomorrow. Depending, or like the next day maybe. Anyways, chat. 07 everyone. That was a good questing. I actually enjoyed it a lot. Anyways, I'll be right back. Oh no. I will be back tomorrow / later. So see you guys then. Thank you for running the chat stream 0707. Holy shit, we will do a lot of like Genshin streams for these next days because I wanna do the lantern ride as well. Let's find someone to raid. Marvel Snap. Then we get out of here. Let's raid Chamo. Peace, chat. Peace. I'm out. 0707. My cat is like biting everything that he sees. Peace.